Are you in the club?
It's Disney Cars Toy Club, and today we have some really cool Iron Man toys to show to you guys. We have the Kids Logic Kids Nation Iron Man 3 Sci-Fi series that includes all 6 characters. We also have the Iron Man Mark III light-up figure to show to you, and finally we have 2 of these smaller micro mug Iron Man surprise boxes to open up. Now we're going to start this video off by opening up the first of the Kids Logic Sci-Fi series. And to kick things off, we're going to open up the MK5 first. Right here on the side you can see it says earphone pluggy. It's got LED light up function, so the eyes and the middle core reactor in the middle of his armor right there is going to light up. So let's go ahead and get this out of the box so I can show it to you. And here he is, and his arm seems like it's a little loose, and his arms do not move up and down, so pretty much the way that he's posed is the way that he stays. Luckily though, he's got his fist balled up, so he's in a pretty cool pose. He looks like he's getting ready to go into combat. And the paint on it's in really good shape. It's really shiny and glossy. And we're going to push this little button right here on the back of his head. And now his eyes are lit up. It's kind of hard to see because the light's on right now, but at the end of the video, we're actually going to turn all the lights off and show the characters with their eyes lit up. So we'll go ahead and set him to the side. Now let's go ahead and open up the MK2. So this is going to be one of the older Iron Mans. And let's go ahead and cut his eyes on. His head seems like it's a little loose too. These are a little flimsy, but they are expensive. A lot of the light up Iron Man toys are pretty expensive. Now if you're wondering where I purchased all this stuff, it all came from eBay. So that is where I purchased this entire set, and these actually all came together in a box, which I'll show you that box here in just a moment. And of course he fell down. They always fall down on me. So let's go ahead and open up the MK6 next. This one's got the triangle for the core. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and cut his eyes on. Look at that. You can actually see the light come on even with the bright lights pointed down on them, so that's pretty cool. The little reactor in the middle, you can actually see the little light bulb in that one. The back of him looks pretty neat too. I really like that one. That one's the red, gold, and silver on the side arms. And let's go ahead and set these micro mugs off to the side. Now this is going to be the MK4 right here. I think this is one of the newer Iron Man. And let's cut his eyes on. Now if you notice, a lot of their poses are they're slightly different. Like if you notice, his arms are a little bit closer to his body. So these were all individually made, and you can see some slight differences in them. I mean, even his legs are posed a little bit differently. You can see that his leg right here is a little bit bigger, it's thicker than the other one. Those two are sort of similar though. They have kind of similar designs. Of course, one's got the circle and one's got the triangle. That's pretty neat. And did his lights go off, or did I forget to cut them on? I'm not sure if I forgot to show you guys the lights on that one. Well, I'll go ahead and cut it back on to show it one more time though, either way. And again, we are going to show them at the end of the video with all their lights on. Maybe the light turned off when he fell over, I'm not sure. Now this one's going to be the MK42. And this one's sort of similar to the other one. See, the other one's got a little bit of silver right there. This one has a lot more silver on them. And again, the paint on these is actually in really good shape. It's not bled over into other areas. It's all real crisp and clean. So they did a good job with the paint on these. And the candy apple red on these look really nice. You can actually see little specks in the paint. Kind of like what you would see on like a high-end car, like a paint job on a car. So that's pretty cool that they made the paint that nice on these. Let's go ahead and turn his lights on. There we go. That one right there might be my favorite, although I really like the triangle on that one too though. I'm not sure which one of these I like the most yet. Let's go ahead and open the final one. Now this is going to be the MK3. And here he is. We're going to turn his lights on. Now this is the one that I think they use the most in the movies. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the MK3 is the one that he uses most of the time in the newer movies. And again, they all came inside of this one box. It was made in China. The box itself is pretty beat up. I mean, as you can see, it's got a lot of wear and tear on it. This was shipped, I think, overseas to me, if I remember correctly. It was about a month ago that I bought it, so it took a little while to get to me. Let's go ahead and open up the Micro Mugs Iron Man. Now, we've opened a couple of these so far. I'm wanting to get one of the blue characters that's on there. Let's see if we can get a blue one out of here. So far, I've only gotten the Iron Man characters, and we definitely got a new one this time. So here he is. That's a pretty cool one. It's got a little gold wing symbol on there. That one's a pretty nice one. That might be my favorite one that I've pulled out of a box yet, but again, I haven't gotten a blue one. I want to get this one right there, that one, or possibly even that one. So any one of the blue ones would be pretty neat, because blue is my favorite color. I think there's even an Iron Man that's got some blue in his eyes, but that's not this one. This one kind of looks like this one right here. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be, but that's what he looks like to me. And just in a mug form. So we have those right there. Now to the one that you guys have probably been waiting to see. This is the Iron Man Mark III light emitting function figure. This one was the most expensive out of all of them. Let's get him out of this box. I cannot wait to see what this thing looks like with his eyes lit up. This one actually comes with a base. I didn't even know that. That is really cool. So let's get this little base off of here first. I want to see what this base looks like, because I didn't even realize that was in there. I just figured that was a piece of paper or like a cutout or something on there. Let's see what this base is. So it's a gray plastic base. It's got Iron Man right there in gold. The interesting thing is it doesn't have like little pegs or any way to keep him positioned on there. Here is our Iron Man. The very first thing I noticed is he's kind of greasy. I don't know why he's greasy, but I guess it's maybe the paint on him or something, but he's definitely a little slippery. And just to give you guys a little bit of a comparison, this is going to be the Mark III of the smaller series that we just opened up. So here's kind of a look at our two Mark IIIs. Here's a look at the back. And as you can see, the paint on this one, it almost glows. It's so shiny. They really went all out on that red paint right there. Now, I think the faceplate of this one should open up, and I think that's where the battery goes, maybe. I'm not sure. It looks like we got a little tab to pull out. So maybe the battery's already built in there. And so I had to do a little edit right here. There's actually not a button on this Iron Man to turn his light on, I don't think. But the reason why he didn't come on, if you look right here, you can kind of see that battery right there is covered in like green dust, which means that it's leaking battery acid. So I'm going to have to assume that these batteries are no good. So I might have to get some more batteries before we can check this one out. Well, after 2 hours of driving around, I did successfully find some batteries. So as you can see, his little plate is lit up, his eyes are lit up. There is our light right there on the inside. And now we have a lit up Iron Man. How cool is that? So let's see, we're gonna put him on his base, and you know, the light goes on and off. It's almost like a sensor or some type of motion activated. I'm not really sure. I haven't figured it out yet what causes it to turn on and off, but it goes off on its own if you don't move it. So I'm not sure if it activates from touching it or from moving it. But we do have these two hands right here, and as you can see, he kind of lit up a little bit more right there. But we're going to take one of his hands off, and we're going to put this other hand on. Should just pop off here, I hope. Hopefully I don't break it. And there we go. Took a little bit of force. Make sure I put his correct hand on there. That'd be embarrassing if I put his left hand on his right arm. Well, it took a little bit of force to kind of snap it in there, but I finally got it in there. So now we have an Iron Man ready to do battle. So, alright. There we go. And these are just pretty much leftovers that you can store, and you can swap them out whenever you want to display them. So now we have all of our Iron Men lit up. Now we're going to turn the lights off and see what they look like. And as you can see, his lights are turned off, but as soon as my hand got close to him, it turned back on. So maybe he's motion activated. We're going to go ahead, let's turn off one light, turn off the other light, and the final light. Yeah, you can't really see them except for their eyes, and of course he wants to cut off. Let me turn them back on. There we go. So there is what our Iron Men look like in the dark. That's kind of spooky, isn't it? Gonna move him around a little bit. It looks better when there's a little bit of light, then you can actually see their bodies and their eyes. And again, he's just kind of cutting on and off on his own. And as you can see, he's kind of just flicking on and off. But you know, he's never been off with me actually messing with him. So, you know, I guess I'll have to figure that one out. Let me see. Let me wave my hand right here. Did not do anything. So I don't think it's motion active. It's just like it's just cutting on and off on its own. That's almost creepy. It's like maybe he's got a ghost in him. Ghost Iron Man. Wow. He does look really neat though, and he actually turned off while I was moving him around, and he just cut back on again. Yeah, it's possible that the battery may have just leaked a little bit and kind of corrupted the unit. That's my guess as to why he's just turning on and off on his own. Either way, I'm just happy that we got him to light up at all, so I could at least show you what it's supposed to look like. But just to let you guys in on a little secret, for those of you that like Iron Man, I did purchase the Iron Man 3 Coast Baby figures. Now these are really expensive. I'm not sure if these light up or not. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I did purchase this to go along with it. I have a whole set of these. These are light up lockers, so we're going to be doing a video very soon showing the Coast Baby figures inside of these light up lockers. It's going to be really neat. Cannot wait to do that and show that to you guys. So stay tuned for that video. We're going to be doing that one very soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to press the like button below the video. That does help support the content on this channel. It also lets us know that you want to see more videos like this. This is Disney Cars Toy Club, and as always, thanks for stopping by.